Hello friends, it's Kristine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I have something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be offering a free card class today using the Silly Goose stamp set. I've been playing with this and having such a good time with it. I thought this would be a fun little project, and I actually have 3 projects to share with you that are included in the class that I'm offering today. If you would like the project sheet for the pieces and components to each of the cards, you can visit queencitystampart.com and click on the project tab over on my website, and you'll be able to download the project sheet for these cards. But if you place an order with me by Monday at my web store and use this particular host code, all you have to do is spend $35 and I'll send you one of the card project kits absolutely free. So you'll get to make one of each of the card projects, and the pieces are already pre-cut and ready to go. You just have to do the stamping and coloring and cutting out, and then you should be able to put the cards together, no problem. So we're going to make those projects right now, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on Sale-a-Bration. So Sale-a-Bration, as you know, runs through February 28th, and it's a gift with purchase. So with a $50 or $100 order, you get to pick something out of the Sale-a-Bration flyer. Stampin' Up just updated this week and added some more items for free. So this little brochure will also be over on the project tab for the Silly Goose card class, and you'll be able to download and print a copy of this as well. It just adds about 10 new items to the freebie list, and these are just common items from the catalog that they're offering for free now with a $50 or $100 order for the Eden's Garden bundle. That's actually a beautiful bundle, and that will be free with a $100 order. The rest of them are free with a $50 order, so a lot more things to pick from. We do still have a good selection of Sale-a-Bration items from this catalog, but they've added some additional things in case you want something else to pick from. So I will bring this host code back in at the end, but for now, I'm going to set us up and get ready to craft. So the first project we're going to make is this cute little card using the goose, the goose stamp set, and this little card is perfect for congratulations. It's got the cute little goose bumps, and let's see here, I'm just going to get my stamp ready. I'll add this little one to a different block. And then we're going to be using our Memento Black ink pad. So I'm going to bring in my little panel here, and we're going to be stamping these cute little geese on here and coloring them in with blends markers. And I have a whole selection of blends that I'm using today, but I'll tell you which ones I'm using as I use them. So we're going to stamp the geese a little bit to the left of the panel because I want to have room for my sentiment over here. And then I cut myself a little die cut banner from the Stylish Shapes dies. And I'm just going to add the sentiment on here like that. And now we can do a little bit of coloring. So I'm going to pull in my So Saffron dark marker, and I'm going to color in the beaks and the feet on each of the ducks, or each of the geese, I should say. And then I'm going to try to make them stand out a little bit more, I'm going to take the dark petal pink, and I would use light fresh freesia if I had it, but I don't actually have that marker. So I'm going to use the dark petal pink, and I'm just going to give them some ground to stand on, just so they look a little bit more grounded. And then I'm going to take the light petal pink marker, and to make them stand out a little bit, I'm just going to outline them with this marker. I'm just going carefully around the edges of each of the images as they are stamped, and I'm just going to go around the edges, just right along the outside of the black line. And this is just such a tiny detail, but it really does make the ducks or the geese look like they pop up off the page when you do this in real life, like when you look at this on your own project. So I'm just outlining just like that, just to add a little bit of interest, and it makes it almost the white seem a little bit whiter. Then we're going to pull in the rest of the project kit. So I'm also going to be using some paper from the Dainty Designs, which I love. This is one of the free papers from the Designer Series paper pack in the Sale-a-Bration flyer. It's free with a $100 order. It's such a great paper pack. There's so many wonderful patterns and such a nice variety of color. Super fun. And it really gives every card kind of a little modern look. So I'm just layering on a panel of this to the front of the card. And then I took sort of a coordinating pattern in the pale papaya. And I'm just gonna layer this on. Like that. And then I'm going to layer on this piece of fresh freesia. It's just a layer panel to kind of set off the center of the goose panel. And then we're going to layer these together. So I'll add some glue to the back of this. And then this little layer is going to kind of mat it. And then we'll add some dimensional adhesive to this particular layer. This is just such a fun little whimsical stamp set. And it makes such cute cards. This is just, I think it's so cute for congratulations. It'd be fun to send to like team members or anybody who's celebrating something fun. And then I'm going to add some mini dimensionals to the little sentiment panel. And pop these up right here. Right there next to the geese. Then to embellish this one, I'm going to be using, actually for all the cards, I'm going to be using some of the black Baker's Twine. This is in the Baker's Twine Basics pack in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to tie a bow here, just out of thin air. And add this to a glue dot. And the bows are included in the kit. The bows and embellishments are included in the card kits. So if you spend $35, you'll get that kit, the little kits to make each of these cards for free. I'll just throw those in the mail to you as a thank you for placing an order with me. I haven't offered a host code in a while. I thought that might be fun with Sale-a-Bration in full swing. And then I think we'll add a couple of little, some little resin shapes here. I've got some of these little resin flowers. So we'll add these to the card. And we'll just add some of the little purpley ones. I actually added the small ones to the kits, but I'll add 2 of the large ones since I used all the small ones up. And that looks really nice. And that's project number 1. Isn't that so cute? What a fun little congratulations. I just think it's so cute and whimsical. So that's project number 1. Moving on to project number 2, we're just going to need to clean up the stamps and switch them out. Just using my stamp chamois. It's kind of gross. I use it all the time, but it does work really well. It looks terrible, but it works great. Okay, so the second card we're gonna make is this cute little thank you with a little goose on the front too. And this kit is a little bit more simple. It just involves a top folding base card with a layer of Designer Series paper, and then I use the layering circles dies and the stylish shapes dies to cut a stitch circle out of some coordinating Designer Series paper, and then a little panel of balmy blue, which is the coordinating color. And this was using one of the scallop circles from the layering circles dies. So why don't we get the base card put together? I'm just going to layer on this paper. And I'm just centering this panel right on the front. And like I said, all the measurements can be found on the project sheet. And you're welcome to go over to queencitystampart.com and download that for yourself. Then I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of the Designer Series paper circle and glue that to the scallop circle, just like this. Then this layer will get added to the base card with dimensional adhesive. And I'm gonna position it so that it's toward the top and centered side to side, and then that this little green pattern is kind of in a diamond orientation. Okay, so now the base card's ready. So now let's just get to some of the stamping. So let's stamp the thank you goose. So we'll switch out. I love the photopolymer stamps. They're my favorite. I just love that they're see-through. This guy's all clean. I can put him away. And we'll pull out our Memento black ink pad again. And we'll just stamp our little goose on here. We're going to be cutting him out. So after we color him, so I'm going to again pull out that So Saffron Dark and just color in the beak and the feet. No special shading or anything. These are so tiny. It would be hard to see any shading, honestly. And then for the banner, I'm going to do a combination of dark Pool Party, because I don't have, my light Pool Party got ruined. I don't know what happened. It all dried up and it's a mess. So I'm just going to put some dark Pool Party on the edges of the sign and a little line toward the top. I'm just going around kind of his feathers where he's holding it. And then I'm going to take the light Balmy Blue instead of light Pool Party, and I'm going to kind of blend them together and just finish filling in the banner here that he's holding. Now I think normally I would have just stuck kind of with Pool Party, because I think that would have probably looked fine too. But it doesn't look bad when you blend these two colors together. Very nice. Then what we're going to do is take our snips, because this stamp set does not have dies. So I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. And it's very, very easy to cut around these geese. They're kind of small and the lines are very crisp. I like to leave a tiny white border around the edge as I'm cutting. And obviously it does not have to be perfect. This is handmade, so just do the best you can with it. This duck in particular is very easy to cut out. Okay, coming down the home stretch here. That's it. And now we have this cute little goose. And so now we can bring in the card and finish up this little project. So for this one, we're just going to add some of the little mini dimensionals on here. I'm just going to add a few to the back of the goose. One to the head and one on each wing, just to give him good support. And these aren't too bad. These would be easy to make in multiples if you needed a bunch of thank you notes. Okay, and now I'm just going to add this to the front of the circle here, just like that. And then to finish this one, there's no gems on this one, but I did want to add a little bit of this black twine. So we're just going to tie another bow. And I like to use these sort of child-proof scissors. They're really inexpensive. Like if you look at Walgreens or your local department, like a little like pharmacy or department store like Walmart or something, They're really inexpensive. They're $2 or $3 a pair, and they cut ribbon beautifully. I keep them just specifically for twine and ribbon because my paper scissors make the ribbon look like I chewed it off the bolt. There we go. And this is card number 2. Trim that up a little bit. And so card number 2 is so cute too. And then now moving on to card number 3. Just pull in my chamois again. Peel this guy off. And we're going to have to add the birthday duck. So the last card is going to feature the duck with, or the goose with the balloon. I keep calling it a duck. I'm sorry. And so the third card is this cute little card. I love this one. This is my favorite one. I'm going to teach you a fun little technique for this one too. So let's go ahead and pull in the supplies for this one. And we're going to need another sentiment. So I will put that on the block there. All right. Now for this particular one, we're going to be making, we're going to stamp the duck and we're going to stamp the sentiment in the black ink. So you want your Memento black, and we'll ink up the duck, the goose, and just stamp him here because we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting on that one too. And then on this, on the banner, we're going to stamp the sentiment. And it says, "A silly goose told me it's your birthday." Okay, that's good. So that's all set. And then we're also going to do a little bit more stamping. We're going to pull in this panel. This measures 3 by 4. And I have my, you would just need a green ink pad. I pulled in Pear Pizzazz. I just want to use, there's a little image in the stamp set that has some little lines that represent grass, I think, or a cute little border. And I'm going to just stamp some little grass on the bottom of this panel so that it looks like he's walking through the grass with his balloon. And like I said, any color green would be fine. I'm just using Pear Pizzazz because it's a little light, soft light green. And then I want to create a little background for him. So I pulled out my stitched borders dies, and those can be found in the annual catalog. They're really cute. There's a variety of borders here, and they're great for creating kind of fun cuts on the edge of your card. They're really meant for kind of to create different borders on the edge of your card, but they work for panels too. So if you're cutting panels that you want to embellish with these, they'd be great for that. So for example, this little zigzag is, I cut a little panel of zigzag using this zigzag die, and we're going to use this to embellish the card a little bit. And then I'm using this cloud die. So this one gives like a cloud border. This is great for creating little panels that have like a cloud bump to them. It'd be really cute for anything that flies, like birds, especially like bird cards, like the owls that you can get for free. This little die will cut panels of white that you can use for your owl cards, which is really cute. What I did was I cut a panel using this, oops. Here it is. I cut a panel, I took a piece of balmy blue and I cut a panel using this die to create the border on the edge. And we're going to use this as a little stencil to make some clouds in the background for the duck, or for the goose. So what I'm going to do is pull out a little piece of scrap paper and lay my project under it so we don't get ink everywhere. And then I'm going to use this as a stencil with my blending brush and my balmy blue ink pad. So I'm just going to pull some ink off my pad here with the brush, and I'm going to hold the stencil down and start on the stencil and just kind of brush along the edge of that line. And what it does is it creates this really fun little stenciled border. And then if you tilt it and move it, and just kind of stay right along the border of the edge, you get some really cute little cloud designs in the background. And it's just super subtle, but it's fun, and it adds a little detail and a little layer of interest. And I'm just going to do it 4 times down the paper. Very easy, just like that. And now that's my little background for the goose. So just a fun way to use that die set, that border die set, in a way that you might not have thought of. And so now for this, we're going to layer this onto a little piece of sweet sorbet. Just like this. And then I'm going to embellish the edge of it with this. So for this, I'm just going to put a little bead of glue along the edge. And I'm going to line this up with the zigzag. And then I'm going to take my snips and I'm just going to snip it off. Like that. And we've got a cute little decorated edge for our card. And now we'll bring in the card base. And it's just a standard A2 size card. And I've cut a panel that measures 5.5 by 4.25 for this piece. So we're going to actually add this to the whole front of the card. I like to start on the folded edge, get it lined up right. And then smooth it down. And then this piece will get popped up with dimensional adhesive. Alrighty. And then we'll just add this to the card front. And I'm just going to center this top to bottom and side to side. Just like that. And now it's ready for our goose. So we're going to color this guy in. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to use a combination of light cherry cobbler and light calypso coral for the balloon. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the cherry cobbler toward the bottom here. And then I will blend that out with the light calypso coral. And I like to color with the bullet end. Like that. And then while I have the calypso coral marker open, I will color part of his hat. And then I'm going to use the cherry cobbler to color the rest of the stripes. So I kind of did every other stripe like that. And then again, I'm using the dark, so saffron, for the beak and feet. There we go. That looks great. And so now we're just going to take and use our scissors again and fussy cut out the goose. Okay, and here we go. So now I'm going to add some little mini dimensionals to the back of the goose. And then we'll add this to the card front. And I'm going to position it so that it's a little bit more to the left of center. And then I'm going to add my greeting here. And we will add some dimensional adhesive to this as well. These were so fun. I think these cards are so cute. I had such a good time making them, and I'm so happy to be sharing them with you guys. So I'm just going to position this here, straight across like that. And then I'm going to add some extra embellishments to this one. So I'm going to bring those little flower embellishments back in, and my black twine, and I will add another bow. This. I'm going to add it to the top this time. I added it to the bottom last time. Just like that. And then I'm going to add some of these little flowers in the grass here. So I'm going to use some of these Calypso coral colored ones. And I'll use one of the little yellow ones too on this card. Just like that. So cute. So I would love to know what you guys think. If you've enjoyed this little mini card class, let me bring in the cards back in that we made. So cute. I love these. I love how all the papers coordinate with each other on the cards and the different patterns that you get. It's just so much fun. So again, if you would like the free card kits, everything pre-cut and ready to go, you just have to place a $35 order or more using this host code at this particular website, and I will throw those in the mail to you pronto. They're already cut and ready to go. And oh, on this one, I just wanted to mention, I added a little Wink of Stella to the balloon, and it really is cool. I like the Wink of Stella. It's this little shimmer pen that we have. And if you add, you can just brush it on over top of the color that's already on there. It looks so pretty. It really kind of takes it up a notch. So don't forget to add your Wink of Stella onto your balloon. It's so cute. So anyway, here are the projects, and this is the host code, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and if you did enjoy the class, please at least give my video a thumbs up. That really helps me tremendously to share my videos. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.